Assalamu alaikum dear students. In our last video lesson, we learned about trade and commerce, and we also learned about the difference between trade and commerce. Now in this video lesson, we will learn about what are the processes involved in trading activity. In our last video lesson, we learned that trading is simply buying and selling of the goods. But from where that goods come, which we buy or sell. So the number one step which involves the trading activity is manufacturing of those goods which could be sold. So the people who produce those goods, they are called manufacturers. For example, any person who feels the need that he can earn the money if he makes or produces certain juices and offer them to people. He definitely installs a factory in which juices are produced. Once those juices are produced, they should be stored in some packings. So he needs some wrap covers for the storage of those juices. Definitely, he will contact to those people who produce certain kind of packages which can store the juice in them. So this process of requiring a material from other factory or from other manufacturer is called business to business manufacturing. For there are certain businesses which do not produce the things for people to be consumed, but rather they produce certain goods which could be used by other businesses. As the same that if a Nestle company produces certain juices, to store those juices they need wraps, certain package they acquire from those companies which produce or which make those packages. Once these juices are produced and stored in different packages, they needed to be transported to the market. So after producing those juices, they acquire the service of different transport companies or trucking companies which can take their products to the market. This is also a business to business process where a truck owner gives his services to the other businesses. Now comes the role of the wholesale dealers. Now, who are the wholesale dealers? Wholesale dealers are the people or the companies who buy the products from different manufacturers in a large quantities. They store them and they distribute to local shopkeepers. You might have heard the word wholesale dealer or read at many places which clearly say wholesale dealers. Now you can what they do, as I have told you, they buy the goods in a larger quantities. Of course, when they buy in a larger quantities, they buy at a low rate. Then they distribute all those goods, all those manufactured goods to the local shopkeepers, and they earn their profit from this process. They buy the goods at larger quantities from manufacturer at lower rate, and then they distribute it to local shopkeepers at certain rate after calculating their own profit. So they earn their profit by this mechanism. Now comes the role of retailer. Retailer is simply a shopkeeper, a person who buys the goods from those wholesale dealers in a lower quantity and then sell it to consumers or common people. A simple shopkeeper in your area can be categorized as a retailer. Now, a retailer works in a certain area. He knows that in this area these many peoples are living and they have these kind of needs to be fulfilled. He earns his profit by selling those goods to the people. We call it consumer in trade and commerce. This was our lesson today, in which we learned about manufacturers, retailers, and wholesale dealers. Now, read about them on the page number 55 of your book and answer the question that can we say that these big stores, hyper stores like Carrefour or Metro, as wholesale dealers or retailers? This is your homework. Do it. Thank you very much for watching and listening this video. In our next video lesson, we will learn about the communication, the importance of communication in